Hello, I'm Don Mitchell. Welcome back to Business Basics. Today I'll be talking more about ways to reduce investment for you as well as for all of your stakeholders. And the idea is simply one that you may have already employed at some time or may be thinking about doing today, which is to operate from home. So let me give you a quote from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 33 in the New King James Version to set the tone here. The curse of the Lord is on the house of the wicked, but he blesses the home of the just. So explored in lesson 41, part-time suppliers often charge lower prices, in part due to lower expenses associated with having a full-time job with an employer and working at their part-time business from home. Most enterprises that operate from homes do so to reduce costs, a good reason to work from home and to have employees and suppliers who do the same. Some business people favor other advantages of being at home, such as a reduced commute, a more personal place to meet customers, and more easily being able to tend to family needs. Management guru Peter Drucker chose to operate his consulting practice from home for such reasons. After writing that lesson, I felt that your understanding of how home-based businesses can eliminate investments would benefit from a more complete discussion. The most obvious investment advantage is that no purchases are required for land or buildings. Instead, you simply use what you have already paid for. The investment advantages don't stop there. Chances are that any home-based business will find itself operating in a small space, providing another investment advantage by reducing expenditures for furniture and equipment. As a result, a home-based business is more likely to purchase services as needed that require the occasional extensive use of furniture, such as for a large meeting with customers, or office equipment, such as when many copies need to be made. Space limitations will cause home-based businesses to hire fewer employees, reducing needs for space, equipment, and furnishings. As a result, working capital investments for office supplies are less. Space limitations encourage leaving frequently to visit or to work at customers' premises. Customers generally like to see you more often. Home-based business provider can use customers' investments to perform many activities that increase the amount that customers have to invest, such as by using borrowed space in the customer's site while doing work there. Operating a home-based organization provides insights into how an enterprise could be expanded and improved by relying on others who operate from home. In that way, a much larger enterprise can be created without the need to provide facilities, furnishings, and equipment for employees, franchisees, licensees, and suppliers. Establishing a home-based organization can be the final step in creating a virtual enterprise with employees and suppliers working together in cyberspace rather than in physical space. Even people without their own internet connections and computers will usually be able to access a connected computer at a library or an internet cafe. Working over internet connections can help an organization to migrate towards more frequent and continuous activities over electronic connections. We'll talk more about this in lesson 43. And employees and or other stakeholders have a reason to go regularly to a library. They can perform research there that eliminates purchasing needed investment resources that could require investment capital. When I first started Mitchell and Company, for instance, we located one office quite close to the library at Harvard Business School and used its materials for our research, saving ourselves tens of thousands of dollars annually in investments and costs. Home-based businesses can also have some valuable advantages for reducing marketing investments. Let's consider direct selling businesses such as Avon Products, whose part-time representatives sell mostly to neighbors and coworkers. Such a home-based business will be able to stay closer to neighbors who are customers without making investments in low payoff marketing programs. By noting when neighbors come and go, the home-based business person can be alert as to better times to visit. If a repeat call is needed, that call will probably occur sooner, even if the representative doesn't have access to any transportation beyond what 2 feet can provide. A home-based business may be able to establish a business model that uses a great many part-time unpaid volunteers. That's the case with Amazon and its 2 million volunteer reviewers who comment on its products and help attract many of its customers. In addition, Amazon fulfills many of its sales to individuals who sell items that they stock and ship from their homes. Amazon also credits much of its success in creating software-based advantages to make it easier for home-based software developers to provide custom software for the company's site. If home-based businesses are so terrific for lower investment costs, You might be wondering why anyone ever owns or rents a large facility. Well, let me describe four circumstances where concentrated work typically makes it attractive to have company-owned premises, equipment, and facilities. First, costs decline from the concentration of people and resources much faster when investments increase. Such economies of scale will often occur where specialized activities and equipment provide huge increases in productivity. You can't make steel coils in your backyard with nearly as low cost and as high quality as you can on a modern rolling mill. Second, concentration of resources can increase scale to reach the minimum effectiveness level. For instance, using solar panels to produce enough electricity for part of your home's needs won't supply anyone else with electricity. To produce significant low-cost power for others, you need a big enough generating station. Third, substantial numbers of people need to be physically present with one another on a regular basis. You cannot teach advanced martial arts very well except by being present to demonstrate and to correct what students do as they practice with instructors or one another. Four, organizational learning can only take place when people are present with one another. The effectiveness of Intel's semiconductor fabrication processes is very sensitive to nuances. Great efforts are made to be sure that each person precisely copies what every comparable person does in every other facility. Training is done by routinely shadowing teams of process workers in different facilities. I'm sure you have your own examples of when concentration is unavoidable and desirable, but from the global trend towards smaller work units, it's clear that many such small units are more effective than larger ones. As this trend continues, more work will be done at home. This trend will help to reduce investments by your company and your stakeholders while allowing everyone to operate in highly effective ways. So what's the key point about operating from home? Redesign your company's business models, methods of operating, ownership of facilities, use of facilities, breadth of product line and offerings to operate as a home-based organization and help slice the investments you and your stakeholders make by 96% to help make your organization and your stakeholders more successful, profitable, and cash rich. Your assignments are threefold. Well, first, identify the 5 most valuable ways you can operate as a home-based organization to eliminate asset investments and to provide more benefits that customers and suppliers want. Second, consider how such changes would affect your other stakeholders. And finally, investigate how your company's business models, methods of operating, ownership of facilities, use of facilities, breadth of product line, and offerings could be shifted to become even more effective by making it easier for your company and stakeholders to operate with very little investment through functioning as a home-based organization. So I hope this lesson has been a helpful one to you, and I hope you'll make wise decisions in this regard. Until next time, may God bless you, your family, and all you do. In the name of Jesus. Goodbye for now. God bless you.